This is a beautiful Casio MDV 107 1A1. It's black and everyone loves this model so much. But is it a really good one? Let's go and dive deeper into this full analog diver watch. Okay, hello and what's up everyone? Today we are so excited to have this beautiful Casio MDV 107 1A1 on our desk. You know there aren't many analog diver watches you can find from Casio, and this is one of the few out there. This Casio MDV 107 1A1 comes with a charming black color on the bezel and dial. And of course, we have no doubt that this color will be the most popular color for this model. Basically, this Casio MDV 107 comes with a design that imitates the most famous diver watch, the Rolex Submariner. And for those who are not lucky enough to own a Rolex watch, this Casio could be the perfect option. And just like its predecessor diver model, the Casio MDV 106 Duro Marlin, this model also offers diver feature through the unidirectional bezel, which is the main feature of this model. But one thing we found is that rotating the bezel is not as easy as we thought, especially if your hands are a little wet. It takes a little extra effort and maybe a few days to get used to it. But that is one of the purposes of the unidirectional bezel being made, to prevent it from being turned accidentally while diving. And you know, of course, our favorite part from this Casio MDV 107 1A1 is the bezel, which is made of stainless steel. No doubt that we believe it will be very tough even for diving activities. The Casio MDV 107 model, like its predecessor, is designed to be used for diving. No wonder this model has a water resistance of up to 200 meters, which is pretty crazy in our opinion. But wait a minute, some of you may be wondering why there is no Marlin logo on this model like its predecessor model MDV 106. Too bad for this model, Casio no longer cooperates and pays a license to display the Marlin logo. But don't worry, because there are no missing features for this model. We believe this Casio MDV 107 model will still appeal to many people. The ease of changing bands is one of the advantages of owning a Casio MDV 107. Casio designed the lock to be universal so that it can be used on all bands from other brands. Casio also put a standard black resin band, which is pretty good quality in our opinion. The material is quite thick but still stretchy and comfortable when worn. Okay, before you decide to buy this Casio MDV 107, let's dive into a few details. The Casio MDV 107 has a bezel width of 44.2mm, including the size of the crown on the right side. The size of the lug-to-lug is quite big, which is 49.5mm. But Casio maintains a slim size for this model, which is 12.1mm for easy use when diving. Wearing a Casio MDV 107 watch feels very pleasant. We can say if this is really different from all Casio watches in general. The clean and simple design make it look very elegant. But it is also slightly heavier at 92 grams due to the use of the stainless steel on the bezel. But for $100, this would be a buy that can go wrong. But to be honest, we were a little disappointed with the lume on the Casio MDV 107. Not only underexposed, but the light fades very quickly. And as you know, this Casio MDV 107 watch can withstand up to 200 meters in water, so the toughness of this watch is very extraordinary. Although it looks like an ordinary watch, this Casio MDV 107 has extraordinary durability. And that is one of the reasons why the diver watch model from Casio is quite in demand by many people. And if you pay attention, the dial is also very simple and clean. There are only Casio and water-resistant 200-meter ratings and the calendar window at 3 o'clock. The rest of the dial on the Casio MDV 107 is left with a black plate. And that's our review for this model Casio MDV 107 1A1. Although many still call it the Marlin Duro, in reality this model can only be called the Diver MDV 107 model. But even so, the Casio MDV 107 can still be a very worth it purchase. This model certainly brings a lot of memories from its predecessor model MDV 107. Thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe to support our channel, and see you on our next videos.